It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Web3 on the streets trying to consume some bills for the eve so I can get some skills. Rolling in my ride, stacker bills. Blockchain warriors at the break of dawn. Adrian and Danny, legends being born. System breakers, we rewriting the code. Stacking up skills while we lighten your load. Those who hold tokens know just what it means. NFT visions, turning into dreams. Freedom ain't free, but we building the key. Web3 revolution, yeah, that's the decree. Chain breakers, setting you free. Masters of memes, building your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe. Digital soldiers, plant that seed, watch it breathe. Projects we build like castles in the sky. Interviews dropping, watch those metrics fly. Giveaways spinning, fortunes to claim. Supporting the stackers, that's the name of the game. This ain't no trend, it's a movement with soul. Freedom's the mission, taking back control. Generations rising, value over gold. Breaking the chains that the system has sold. Just hit the east side of the blockchain scene, where ballers stake tokens and builders convene. If knowledge is power and freedom's the goal, then stackers the key to unlocking your soul. Kings and queens rising, soldiers deploy. Commanders and knights, the systems destroy. Mean militia armed with digital might. Financial freedom, our God-given right. The brand hackers mission, clear in our sight. Coaching the masses to win in this fight. When the dust settles and chains are all broke, we'll stand as the leaders who help the world woke. Chain breakers, no, setting you free.
That smile, slick as grease. Swipe my dough like a thief in peace. Fake Rolex ticking, ain't got no flow. Karma's clock is wound, it's ready to blow. Sticky fingers steal the prize. Thinking you're clever with your fake disguise, but the ground's gonna shake, clouds gonna cry. Scammers rise just a nosedive. Your pitch was sweet like syrupy rain. Promise gold gave us counterfeit chains. But every dollar's got a story to tell, and yours is a ticket to a padded cell. Whistle blow creeping through the night. Echoes bounce as wrong meets right. Your web of lies is cracking, bro. Hope you brush shades, it's your karma glow. Sticky fingers steal the prize. Thinking you're clever with your fake disguise, but the ground's gonna shake, clouds gonna cry. Scammers rise just a nosedive. You sold me dreams wrapped in glittery trash. Ran off quick, but you won't last. Rug pull kings think they're the best. Life's a seesaw, you'll hit the...
From solo to squad, from idea to impact. This is for the ones who build together. Build your network, build your net worth. Stacking up skills, now the sky's not the limit, it's the framework. Gary lit the match, we the torch bearers now. Skill stackers rise, kingdom mode, no bells. Yeah, January came, the chain lit a flame. Dairy coin soared, now the market knows the name. Not just a coin, it's a catalyst for growth. Birthed a generation who believe in what they wrote. He taught us game, taught us to serve. Taught us to hustle, now we lead the curve. From a Discord ping to a throne in the charts. It's community alignment, that's where greatness starts. I watched, I learned, I built my lane. Create a stacker with purpose in the chain. Not for the fame, not for a flash, but to uplift the misfits who come from the ash. Every DM, every spin on the wheel, every meme, every mint, it's legacy we seal. If Gary's the king of this current crusade, we the skill stackers, future already made. Proximity to greatness opens up the gates. When you link with legends, you bend time and fate. What starts as a dream becomes a movement, then a chain. One signal from the top and you'll never be the same. Build your network, build your net worth. Gary gave us game, now Stacker is the expert. This ain't a flex, it's a blueprint for the brave. From the Gary verse we came and now we paved the wave. This ain't just a song, it's a beacon for the tribe. A call for the rebels who were born to thrive. You don't need luck, you need leverage and lane. Link with real ones and it changes the game. From the vault to the village, the skills in the stack. We build in the bear, now we ride in the black. So salute to the king.
Yo, what's going down, fam? Happy hump day. We are back. It is May 28th. What an awesome day to be here. Good to see you guys here in the chat, in the stream. It's going to start off with a little bang here. It's just going to be me, it looks like. I don't know. It might be Danny. We'll see. He's got another thing that came up, something important, family related. And as you guys know, family's first. But I'm hoping you guys are loving the bag that you won yesterday. I sent off a lot of Skill Stacker, and I know I'm going to send off a lot more today. I sent off a couple people won 110K, 120K, 50K, 50K. We sent out a lot of Skill Stacker yesterday. You can just see, and there were a few people that actually won. One person that won a Meme Militia canvas, as well as, let's see here, a few VIPs, and there was a bunch of 10K. So you guys got hooked up yesterday. I did not have a chance to write down all the wallets that bought in the last 24 hours. So because it's just me here, we'll probably have to do some of this by myself. And I'll write them down because there's not a ton. I noticed that today. There wasn't a ton to write down as there usually is, and that's totally okay. But we're going to have an amazing week, an amazing time today. Just moving my camera just a little bit there. We're going to have an amazing time today. I got a lot planned for you guys. In fact, let me go back to my agenda here because I have that written down. And I wanted to make sure that you guys are up to speed, everything that's going on. So if you guys don't remember, or if you guys haven't been following me for a long period of time, some of you guys are still newer. Skill Stacker has 8 missions. There's the 8 missions that we are all about in what we're doing in our ecosystem, in our community, and just the missions that we really live and walk out on a day-to-day basis. And the first one is very important, which is ending poverty forever. That's what we're after with education, with AI, with Web3, and everything that's happening. I truly believe that in 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years, who knows how long, that we will be looking at poverty at a museum somewhere and saying, look at that. Like, remember when there used to be poverty? I really, truly believe that in my heart of hearts, and I want to help with that mission. So that is the first mission of becoming a skill stacker, is ending poverty forever. The second is claiming your freedom, getting your freedom from your 9 to 5, getting freedom back into your life. That is my number one core value. Aside my belief in my creator and God, my number one core value is my freedom. So I want to claim my freedom on a day-to-day basis. And that doesn't always look easy. That's not always comfortable. Number 3 is securing your income. Many of you guys here do this as a side hustle, as a play around, some extra maybe weekend money, or hopefully for your future self. I think there's a lot of people here that are planning for their future self, but there's money to be made here in Web3. And I think a lot of you guys could step in with the talents that you have and leverage this and actually build a legitimate brand and make a lot of money in this space. This space is still extremely new, very, very new. And there's a lot of money already being changed, that's changing hands. And there's still a lot more to change hands as more people come into the market. So I want you guys to just understand that as you have an opportunity here to secure your income, build a brand, create a marketing strategy behind that brand, create your offers, and start figuring out how to make this your full-time gig. Because I know you love being here. I know you love spending this time being in spaces. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've watched it. And you're going to have some tools here in the future with Gary and myself that are going to make you money while you sleep. That is what he's built. That's what I'm building. And those things are going to be coming out here very shortly. So that's going to be another way to secure your income. And pay attention to what Gary's doing, what the Draft Tower NFTs are doing. And we're going to get into that here in just a minute. Number 4 is fire your boss. If you're working a 9 to 5, I want you to be able to give the double middle fingers up. Not literally, don't be rude, don't be disrespectful, but I want you to be able to have and be in the position, even if it's just in your mind, to be in the position to be able to fire your boss, that you don't need their money. Maybe you love your job and you want that money, but you don't need your money, that you are in the position to be able to fire your boss. 5th one is building your network. You need to build up your network. Many of you guys are doing a great job at this, but some of you guys I follow that are on these streams, I've been checking out your profiles. You have no following. You got 37 followers, 110 followers. You got to build your network. You got to build up your community. If you have a giraffe PFP, you should be leveraging that. That giraffe is not just to show, oh, look at my status, I'm cool, I'm a giraffe. It's actually to help you build relationships, build your network, build your bag for Gary Coin, for your Giraffe Towers. There's a lot of value there, and to build a brand under that Giraffe PFP. I'm going to be doing that, and I'll show you guys to hear that in a few minutes. Making money for good. I want all of us to be rich in a lot of ways outside of the financial, but let's just talk about the financial for a second. If you are making money, money is supposed to flow through you and not to you. This is a thing that a lot of people lose sight of. It's supposed to flow through you, not to you. A lot of you are holding on to it and hoarding it, thinking, "Oh, this is what I have to do to be able to find success, to be able to retire early and all that." You're supposed to use money as a tool. It's a vehicle to help you get somewhere. And the more you let it flow through you, the more money changes hands. There's opportunities there from investment strategies and all kinds of stuff that we're going to be talking about at the Skill Stacker Summit, which I hope you guys can make it to on June 19th and 20th. Help you really start to shift some of the dynamics you might have around money. The Joe, who hosts the space every day at 11 o'clock, talks about this in his space. There's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, as well as Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, which is written by T. Harv Eker, which is one of Gary's former clients. That book is a book that you should immediately be reading, picking up, and whether you got to do it on Audible, however you got to do it. But I guarantee you, I don't care who you are, how successful you are, how much money you've made in the past, present, or future, if you read that book, it will change your life. There are limiting beliefs that you have right now about money. Even if you've read that book, you need to go back and read it, because there are limiting beliefs around money. I have them, you have them, we all have them, that we need to remind ourselves on a regular basis about, so that we can stay in that abundance, we can stay in that flow, we can start bringing money to us, because there's no shortage of money. There's an unlimited source, an unlimited flow of money. We just have to make sure that that flow comes our direction and that it can move freely, because if it stops with us, we're stopping that flow. So a lot of people are blocking their blessings. They're living in fear. They're making decisions based on, oh, what ifs. Okay, we don't live in a world of what ifs. You are consciously creating right now. You have the power in your hands to use that money for good and to help other people in the world, to lift up people, whether it's supporting a project, donating money, whatever that is. The seventh one is building your brand. I talked about this towards the beginning here. You have to build a brand. Your brand probably right now is invisible online, and you need to make that brand iconic. And there are ways to do that. I've built tools to do that, like Brand Butler, and we're going to get into that at the summit. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff happening there, but that is the seventh. And then the last and most important, what I want for every single person here, regardless whether you live the rest of your life rich, poor, extremely rich, extremely poor, however you live the rest of your life, that's totally up to you. But what's most important to me is that you discover your purpose and live that out. What is your purpose here on this earth? Every single person has a purpose. And a lot of you may not realize, but your pain, the pains that you've gone through and the experiences you've had in your life can be your purpose. And most often I've seen that is your purpose. The things that you've experienced and overcome in your life, God has equipped you and prepared you. God doesn't call the equipped, he equips the called. And you've probably been through things in your life that could help other people in the world. And then again, that's making money for good. Maybe it's a cause or a charity or an organization or a person that you want to lift up and support. So this is really, really important. So discovering your purpose is our 8th mission. So those are the big 8 missions I wanted to start off with, just reminding everybody about as we are here for the Chain Breakers. And I didn't even do my intro. What is that about? See, Danny's not here, and now I'm all thrown off. So welcome to the Chain Breakers, where we don't play by their rules, and we sure as hell don't ask for permission. This is the show for the rebels, the builders, and the warriors of Web3. We're tearing down the old systems, those Web 2 systems, one skill, one project, and one blockchain at a time. And we're building a new economy that's powered by freedom, AI, NFTs, Gary Coin, Stacker, WeGens. All these things are tools to help us get to where we want to get to. And every day we're going to bring you real talk from the projects that are worth betting on, the people who are actually making moves, like my boy Bar, my boy Gary, and Danny, and the plays that are going to set you and your future free. Giveaways, yes, I got them like every day. Chains, yep, chains. Yeah, chains, we're breaking them, and skills, we're stacking them. So this is the new frontier, and we're the Chain Breakers. I should say I'm the Chain Breakers today. If we'll see if Danny hops in here at some point. But good to see you guys. So there's a lot of news that's happened in the last 24 hours. I saw Gary's stream this morning. I was up bright and early, just before 5 a.m. this morning, watching Gary's stream at like 5:05 after the music stopped playing. And man, that was a great stream. One thing I'll tell you about Gary that I want to get into real quick is he is a master at a lot of different areas of business, from communication to marketing to leadership to sales to all the different skills that you have to stack to be a great leader. but he's also a very technical guy. And the amount of technical knowledge that I've learned from him in just the last little over 4 months, we're coming up on 5 months now since I've been in Web3, is unbelievable. I don't think you will find another guy or gal in the Web3 space right now that has a deeper understanding of the entire space and ecosystem, how you communicate, how you build narratives, how you build value, how you build relationships, how you build technology, the way the technology works, why the technology works the way that it does. Every time the guy opens his mouth, money just falls out. It's one of the things, like there's the giraffe GIF that I made that's in your keyboard now. You can type in money printer in your GIF keyboard and you'll see there's a giraffe with just money shooting out of its mouth. That's Gary right there. Every single time this guy talks, I learn something new that I know I can make money on. If you're not locked in on those streams in the morning, or you're not going back and watching the replays, you're fumbling the bag. You're missing out on a major opportunity. This is how you secure your income and fire your boss. Half of the things that I mentioned on the missions this morning can be solved with Gary and watching his streams. He talked about longing Bitcoin or longing crypto and shorting crypto and leverage trading and how these different features work in terms of the leverage that you're getting, whether it's 20x or 40x. He talked about all these different things on the stream just this morning alone that would have taken me years to figure out and learn. And I've heard people talking about this over the years, but no one's ever gone into it into the detail and literally showed it on their screen. So that's just one thing I wanted to share with you guys. If you're not watching those streams in the morning that Gary's putting up there, you're missing out on some big opportunities. I don't care if you have your own project. I have my own project. I don't care if you're a founder. I'm a founder. I don't care if you're in the NFT space and you're not in the coin space, you're not buying crypto coins, you're just kind of a long-term person, you should still be watching the streams because Web3 is coming. Not only is it coming, but it's here, and it's only going to become bigger and bigger and bigger as the days, the weeks, the months, and the years pass. And the economy is moving into a Web3 economy. Sure, majority of the market is still over there in Web2, thinking that they're all safe over there. But what they don't know that you know is that the economy is going to shift into a decentralized blockchain-based economy, from stable coins to the banking system to communication to storage. I mean, every aspect of our world is going to become blockchain-based over the next decade, 15, 20 years, who knows? So you are here early, and the sooner you can learn about this stuff, the sooner you can have conversations with this stuff, the sooner you're going to be able to get the opportunities. Whether you're a content creator and you're going to talk about it on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or whether you're going to use this to build up your own war chest. I'm done with building a bag. I'm building a war chest. And I hope that you can get into that same mindset with me as a skill stacker. Is we're done building bags. We don't need a little bag. We want a war chest. We're going to build up a chest because the amount of money that's going to shift from the baby boomers and the older generation into our hands, into the millennials and Gen Zs and Gen Xs and all of that, is going to be massive. And that money is going to move on chain. And you need to be prepared for as that shift continues to happen. So that's a really exciting update as well. I just wanted to share with you on Gary's stream this morning. Make sure you're watching those. The other thing I want to talk about is another win, thanks to my man Danny here. And I'm going to check the comments here in just a minute. But Danny hooked us up. Danny put in some work. He always comes through on his promises. Thankfully, he gave me a heads up this morning and let me know he wasn't going to make it. So Danny's just really good about that. But I want to show you guys something here. We are now officially listed on Asset Dash. So you can come in right here. You can type in Skill Stacker, and you should see, where is it at here? Took me a minute. There we go. Skill Stacker right here. And I could literally buy and swap and trade Skill Stacker right now, right on Asset Dash. There are 1.2 million investors using Asset Dash. This is going to open us up a lot. I'm curious, just want to see in the comments, are any of you guys using Asset? Are you using Asset Dash? Or are you using Asset Dash? I'm curious to know kind of who's. This gives me a good opportunity to go look in the chat. Let me see here. Hi all. We got Bar in the house. Danny is doing his own stream. Danny in the shed. Q&A for all your DIY needs. That's funny. I picked one up today. Let's go. Middle fingers to the sky, right? F your boss. You're a business owner, so, you know. GM fam, I need to get it together before the summit. I'm trying to get on your level. Meat Man in the house. We got Tracy on X in the house. Meat Man says, I love Asset Dash. And Tracy on X haven't yet. So we are now on Asset Dash, which is super cool. I'm pumped for this to be on here. I'm super grateful for Danny for making that happen. Just another one off the list. Next one is CoinGecko, and the next one is CoinMarketCap, and the next one is who knows where it's going to go. But we're going to keep building. We're going to keep building technology, and I know Danny will keep building our relationships with some of these high-level players because he's been in the space for a really long time, like 5 years now. So I'll check it out, or Soulflare. So what's up, Bear Queen? On Jupe mainly. So Bear Queen in the house and OG Gamer in the house. Good to see you guys as well. So with that news, let's jump into some of the crypto stuff that's going on in our market right now. I'm going to share this tab. As you can see here, we had that one person I talked about yesterday on the stream that sold. It was only like $1,000 worth of crypto. It was like 12 million skill stacker, but they bought it and then a day later they sold it. But we were moving up in a really, really great direction. And then boom, they sold. And now we're still kind of moving. We're moving sideways right now. So we need to get some activity. We need some new holders. We're down to about 603, which isn't a huge dip. That's only like 5 or 6 people. So we can get this thing back up and keep letting people know about what we're doing and what we stand for and who we are. That would be phenomenal. So that's going really well. Gary Coin. Let me show you guys this. And let's see here. How much do we have in volume? 305 in the last 24 hours. So not a ton. Just kind of a slower 24 hours, but still, I'm happy that we have some versus none. I'm just grateful for what we got. Whoa, that can't be right. Hold on a minute. This is the 1 minute chart. So you can see here everything going on. There we go. That looks a little bit right, a little bit better. So you can see if I zoom out on this chart is still looking really beautiful. This is back into April, May. You can see here this month it's just a consistent, steady increase. We're at 34 cents a coin right now. You had almost $4,000, 10x what I did in the last 24 hours. So that's a really good amount of volume as far as compared to me. That's the only comparison I can give you there because I'm really only paying attention to these two. And you got 1,711 holders here. So good amount of holders, good amount of volume in the last 24 hours, about $4,000 worth of volume, and an $8.37 million market cap. So this is really impressive. I'm super stoked to see this just continuing to rise. Gary's doing an amazing job with his articles, with his stream. And I know once the technology with the stacker agent comes out, it's freaking game over. If you guys wait until that drops, you're gonna be regretting, having some serious regrets in your life because the price is going to go through the roof. The stacker agent, the Giraffe Tower NFTs are going to go through the roof. I doubt that 90% of people will probably not be able to afford it. It's still affordable right now. So let me go show you that. If we come over here, I'm just going to share this tab. We'll go over to the Giraffe Tower, which is still on the top of the charts, by the way. Had 2 sales in the last 24 hours, 8,700 in volume, $15 million market cap. Absolutely nuts. 626 owners, only 97 listed with a floor price of 13.5. Look at this right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 giraffes left, and we're at a 14 soul floor. But hold on. Let's see here. So that's 4. So that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 giraffes left till we're at a 15 soul floor. And let me see here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 33 giraffes, which is really not that big of a deal. I think he's moved that in about the last month. So in a month from now, realistically, maybe take a month and a half. I don't think it's going to take that long because the stacker agent is going to come out. But in the next 30 days, we'll be at a 20 Solana floor. 30 days. I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, when you bought your giraffes at 2.5 Solana and 1 Solana and 5 Solana and 7 Solana, and I think my highest giraffe that I bought is at 11 Solana. So I'm still doing pretty freaking good. And that was 11 Solana with all the fees, the royalties on it, which was a 10% royalty. So I really got it at about 10 if I figure in the fees, but it's like 11 Solana was my most expensive giraffe that I bought. So if in a month from now, maybe less, if the stacker agent drops here before that, maybe less, this thing will be at a 20 Solana floor. and I will have more than doubled the value of my most expensive giraffe that I've purchased. So this is still a really great time to buy. You have 33 opportunities here to get in. Don't fumble the bag. Don't blow it, man. Get in here, grab yourself a giraffe. There's plenty of them here in from here all the way up to the 33. The one with the apple on the head is a freaking game changer. That's a really rare trait. You got the golden giraffes. You want to snag a gold giraffe. I'm telling you right now, this is a really good trait to have. They're extremely rare. I need to get me a gold giraffe actually, and it's got the tangerine tango. Okay. All right, I'm going to call myself out right now. I got to make this one happen. I've been fumbling the bag on a couple of them that have passed by me that had tangerine tangos because I'm trying to work some back end, deals with some other giraffes in the community. But there's some really good ones in here. Look at this one with the 3D glasses and the halo. Just super dope, man. Like, get one of these. There's the top hat for 17. Another one. This is the one Danny wants. I think they may have raised the price on it. I'm curious to see. Yeah, they listed it for 17, 18. One. So yeah, so they lowered the price on it. It looks like set from 17, from 18 to 19 to 17. So Danny, they're calling out to you, man. They want you to grab this giraffe. It's all you, bro. If you watch the stream later, so grab it. It's all you. I'll grab this guy, and you grab. Where is he at? This guy. There we go. All right. Let me show you guys Meme Militia so we can keep this thing moving. I'll get into the news. Meme Militia is doing really well. We are now back up to a 0.896 soul floor. If you remember last week, we had a 2.8 soul floor, and then a bunch of people that got a free mint and got these things for cheap at the very beginning decided they were going to get some liquidity, and they just dropped a ton of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They dropped 6, and there were some other ones that got delisted. Thank you to my WeGen fam that I know a couple of them delisted theirs, so they didn't want to do that to me. But I really appreciate their support, all my WeGen fam. But yeah, there's still 6 here that are below this 2.8. 2.8 is dirt cheap, man. When you guys understand the utility that we offer here with the Meme Militia and getting paid to meme, getting access to our AI tools, getting access to our mastermind group, getting free mints. Like, the only people that are going to be getting my free mints are going to be Meme Militia. So if you want access, you want free extra spins on the wheel, like, you got to get one of these. If you don't have one of these yet, you're missing out. So and there's a couple of people that I owe. I sent one off that I owed one to yesterday, but there's a couple of people that I owe them to. One of my best friends claimed one at the very beginning, so I owe him one. And then Lazy Man. So shout out to Lazy Man. If you guys aren't following him on X, he's another giraffe. Go give him a follow. I'm going to be doing a giveaway today, a big giveaway, and his name is going to be on the giveaway to go follow him. So shout out to him for hooking me up with some extra soldiers. I was running low, and he took care of me there on that. Speaking of the giveaway, the last thing I'm going to share here. Oh, wait, let me do that. We'll go back to the giveaway in a second, as I got to show some love to my WeGen fam. They're up as well, up 11%, up to basically a 0.3 Solana floor right now. And you got some really good traits in here. You got the blues. You need to get yourself a silver and a gold. So it looks like the first silver, here's a silver right here for 0.321, killer one. I'll probably grab one of these today, to be honest, because they're still they're definitely in my price range. And there's another silver right here with the hat. Ooh, I'm probably going to grab this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab this guy. So I'll grab him right here. I like him. I can change his traits out. I love the flat cap. I have a bunch of flat caps myself. So check out the WeGens. They're rising up on the charts. They're in the top like 30 over the last 30 days. So they're killing it. They've done a lot of volume, 652 of volume. They're coming up on that 1,000 mark. So they're not far away from getting their little check mark and being verified on Magic Eden as well, with a 332K market cap and 542 owners. Shout out to you guys. You guys are killing the game right now. So with that being said, let me show you guys something here. Come over here. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and you can see here, look at this beautiful queen spinning like she's on a lazy Susan. That beautiful queen right there. This queen is so amazing. I'm so impressed. Okay, so let me show you guys this. So if I come down here, just a little bit on my feed, I post a lot, so forgive me here. There's another version of our queen. Look at how cool that is. I love it. I am doing a giveaway that's ending in just a couple of days, and I made an announcement about this yesterday, and then we'll jump over to news and then the giveaways. Here we go. This is it. So I'm giving away this meme militia, this queen meme militia, that the floor price right now is 7.5 on this queen. And it's honestly worth 10 times this. It's honestly worth more like 100 times this, because if you have this queen, you get to meet with me every single month for free. And that's just one of the benefits that the queen gets on top of dozens of other ones that I've come up with, that I'm building out, that I'm working on. There's going to be special abilities that just the queen gets that none of the other players get. So the value of this thing here, I charge $5,000 a month to meet with me on a weekly basis. On a once a month basis, it's $2,500 a month. So you do the math, $2,500 a month. We'll just pull this up right here, 2,500 just over the next year. If you meet with me once a month over the next 12 months, that's $30,000 in value just right there. I will help you grow your brand, grow your business, do whatever if you have this. Right now, you can go buy this right now for 7.5 SOL. For $1,300, you can get me to work for you for the entire year. There's like, I can't be any more clear about how valuable that is. So this is a really cheap price. And all you got to do is tag 3 friends, buy a meme militia. So if you've already bought one, you're on the wheel and you're going to get an entry. Now, I've been hooking everybody up with extra skill stacker tokens that buy these just as a thank you for supporting. Anybody that buys a meme militia, I've been giving you some skill stacker tokens just as my thank you. But I mentioned yesterday that if you go to the profile, your profile, and you pin our community up here, the skill stacker community at the top of your profile, you now get a second entry. So you can't do that if you didn't buy a meme militia. There's no, I mean, you can still pin it up at the top of your profile, but you're not going to get an entry. So anybody that buys a meme militia and has this pinned to the top of their profile, so we can get more people into our group, we're going to hook you guys up and we're going to give you a second entry on the wheel. So really awesome deal, really awesome opportunity. So let's get over to some news. I want to talk to you guys about some stuff that's been happening, some crazy stuff. So you guys probably already heard about this, I'm sure, if you guys are like me, but GameStop confirmed their purchase of Bitcoin. They made a $513 million bet on the future. So GameStop just went from being a meme stock to a Bitcoin whale. The legendary gaming retailer confirmed it's officially acquired 4,710 Bitcoin, valued at over $513 million, which is the first big move since announcing plans in March to get into an alternative asset. What we know. So on May 28th, GameStop's official X account made the announcement of 4,710 Bitcoin, 513 million based on current prices, and how they paid debt financing via a $1.3 billion convertible note offering. Regulatory filing confirmed in their 8K to the SEC. So they filed Form 8K to the SEC, letting them know. And market impact. GME stock popped again 18% earlier this year on crypto rumors, and now another 30% over the last 30 days. Buy the rumor, sell the news, right? The news is out. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So you're now up. Earlier this year was 18% and then another 30%. So that's a 48% jump. Bitcoin's growing reputation as a corporate reserve asset continues to gain steam. Of course, that's what I'm doing. When I'm taking my gains, I have a decent, I almost said the amount I have. I have a lot of Solana. I moved a small amount of Solana, less than 20, over into Skill Stacker and a bunch of other stuff, Gary Coin. And I was doing the math late last night, couldn't sleep. And man, I'm sitting on a pile of Solana that I have gained thanks to Gary, thanks to giraffes. If I take all of my giraffes and all of that and I look at what I'm sitting on in Solana right now, it's really impressive. But I'm going to take those gains and I'm going to move them into Bitcoin, because the upside is smaller, but the risk is also lower for me. And that's passive money that I can just continue to make gains on. GameStop is also the latest to follow Michael Saylor with Strategies Playbook, turning his cash into digital gold. So why does this even matter? Well, GameStop's pivot isn't just about Bitcoin. It's about rebranding for relevance in a digital economy. This move aligns with what we're seeing from Trump Media and their $2.5 billion Bitcoin treasury, from MetaPlanet in Japan, and Melius in Brazil. So that's some really interesting news. A little more details maybe that you didn't know on the GameStop stuff. The second thing I noticed is there's a guy that I've known for years right now. In fact, I think Gary probably knows him too. But his name is Alex Becker. And Alex Becker He's a self-proclaimed the biggest coal in Web3. That's his claim. And if he is or he isn't, who knows? Maybe he's watching this video right now because we're friends on Facebook. We've been friends on Facebook for a year. He also owns Hieros, a software company. I think he actually exited that company, but he still runs it. He's a very, very smart man, but he has a list of all the different tokens and coins that he's bought into. And I follow some of the stuff that he's said over the years, and I've watched some of the stuff, and he's had some good bets and he's made some good returns. But one of the ones that he mentioned that was going to be a big bet, it might be a good opportunity for you here, whether you believe in this or not, but is a company called Render. Their ticker is RNDR. They're a crypto coin, and they just got wrecked on Coinbase. They were delisted. So here's what happened. So the price of Render dropped 8% overnight, but not for the reason you probably think. I want to break it down some fast and clean. Coinbase announced it's delisting the old Render token, RNDR token, ERC20, on June 26th. But investors misunderstood, thinking that it meant that the entire Render project was being removed. In reality, the new Solana-based, you getting this here? The new Solana-based Render art with the dollar sign and RENDER SPL token is fully supported. So the result, a bunch of panic selling, unnecessary fear, and a juicy 8% dip. Render now sits at $4.50 with trading volume spiking 150%. So here's a quick recap on the migration. In November of 2023, the Render network voted RNP002 and RNP006 to migrate from Ethereum to Solana. This is in 2023. Most exchanges like Kraken, Binance, and KuCoin auto-migrated users. Coinbase dragged its feet, causing confusion when it's finally caught up. So to migrate, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Render Network, RENDER network.com/migrate. So I'm going to need to do that today because I have a bunch of Render that I bought into. It's one of the few coins outside of Gary and Stacker that I have, and something I've done my research on, and I feel pretty confident in. But there was a big dip, so this is an opportunity for you to buy that dip if you didn't hear about it, if you're not even in Render at all. So this isn't a bug, it's a buying opportunity. The network is faster, cheaper, and more scalable on Solana, and nothing about the fundamentals has changed. In fact, this shows why centralized platforms can cause unnecessary chaos if they don't communicate clearly. So here's the quote of the day on this. So funny how many retards on X I don't like that word, on X can't comprehend what Coinbase announcement actually means. ERC20 RNDR has been migrated to Render on Sol, and every exchange except Coinbase migrated ETH to Solana by the FUD. Idiots, I swear. Okay, that was a really dumb quote. Thanks, ChatGPT. So the final take, delisting equals old token, not the project. Render is fine. If you believe in the power of distributed GPU computation, and AI rendering, this dip might be your moment. All right, one more news story, I think. Yeah, I got 1.5. We'll just call it 1.5. Jupiter is launching into lending. Jupe pumps 14% with a major DeFi move. Solana's top DEX aggregator is entering the DeFi lending arena, and they're not playing small. So here's what went down. Jupiter Lend. You guys seen that tab at the top? The most advanced money market on Solana. Jupiter has announced that Jupiter Lend claims up to 90% loan to value, far higher than industry norms, which is usually 70%. So you can lend up to 90% of what you're holding. So if you have 100,000, that'd be 90,000 loan to value. Fees as low as 0.1%, a 1% lending fee, putting legacy DeFi lenders on notice. That is a huge, dude, 1%. That's insane. Jupiter is teaming up with Fluid to power the liquidity layer. Same firm that's backing Usual's USD0. So features you need to know: one-click lending deposits with smart routing, Vault protocol offering interest-bearing loans. Let me get some Yerba here. And fully composable. Devs can build on top of the system, which is freaking amazing. And it's built for serious scalability on Solana. Registration is now open, but no confirmed launch date yet. Market's reaction has been a 14% surge in Jupe. Jupe hit 60 cents. I was going to say 0.60, but 60 cents, breaking above the local resistance. That's 100% gain since April's bottom of 30 cents. So if you put $1,000, you'd be sitting on $2,000. Indicators, RSI is 66, bullish, nearing overbought. MACD, bullish crossover, and the price above 20-day EMA. This is the fourth higher high on the daily chart. Clear uptrend in motion. And then the little half story here, there was a fake, I'm not going to go super deep into this, but there was a fake exchange in the Vietnam. They got busted. Massive crypto fraud of $400 million scam. Vietnam authorities arrested a core team behind Matrix Chain, MTC, a fake exchange that scammed 138,000 people out of nearly $400 million. I don't want to go deep into that story just for the sake of time, but I had some fun stuff that I was working on and that I want to share with you guys. Let me go back to sharing, and I'm going to check the comments on this for a second. I need a king and a queen. Yes, you do. Always have to be the buyer you want to see. There we go. Hey, Gary, I take you up on that for real. That was about 15 minutes ago, so I don't know if you're still here, but I've been hearing that daily now. See, he's right. I've been saying it for days that I want to buy another one. I got 12. I got to make it a lucky 13, I think, today. So good to see you. Not yet. Let's see here. I should have grabbed the queen that was listed for 4 the other day. Yes, I mean, that was a crazy deal. I love the cap. I collect them. Thank you. Thank you. I need this. Danny, wake up. Wake up, Danny. Get ready for loans with your stacker agent. I freaking love that. This is going to be so good, Gary. I'm freaking stoked. All right, I'm going to make it happen today. I'll get myself a giraffe. I'll move some things around and pull the trigger. I need another giraffe. I'm feeling it. It's been like almost a couple weeks now since I bought those 3 back to back. So it's definitely time. But I've been working on some fun stuff I want to share with you guys. Playing around, and this is kind of going back to what I wanted to talk about, you building a brand in Web3. So you guys have acquired, here we go. You guys have acquired your own giraffes. Most of you guys here, let me go back to my page, go to the top here. There we go. Go up to the top. And I posted this morning. Where's my feed? Where is everything? That's weird. Okay, let me just go to my messages. If you're not in the content mafia, you're missing out, but check this out. This is giraffe juice. I drink my yerba mate tea every single day. It's my religion practically. I love this stuff. Let me just split it here. There we go. This is my yerba mate tea I drink. I love yerba mate. It's a nice little kick in the morning and I don't get any crash. But I want to take one of my NFTs and I want to start building a brand off of it. And this is one of the things that I'm considering doing because I'm a freaking drink junkie. That's a good name. I'm a drink junkie. I love trying out different drinks. I sample different stuff all the time. And I think that I'm not the first one. I wanted to show you guys this morning. So I bought this from the store. Let me show you guys here. You can see on the split screen. You guys see, have you guys ever heard of this right now? Ape water. Have you guys ever heard of ape water? Look at this right here. This is called proof of concept right here. This is not the only store they carry it in. The fact that they sell it in my little rinky-dinky town says a lot. But Ape Water is a brand that was created, Ape Beverage Company, water good for ape. Are you guys aping into stuff? This is number 3628. I'm going to have to put Trailblazer right here below this because that is my NFT right here. She's so purty. I love her. I bought her for my wife, actually, which is awesome. My wife bought one, and then I bought my wife one. I will never sell this giraffe. This one's staying with me forever. She's so purty. But I want to put it on a product, and I think a giraffe juice. It's an energy drink that you could have in the morning, similar to my current yerba mate. We'll come up with some different flavors and stuff. But I'm really considering doing something like this. I want to build some IP. This is something you guys need to understand. Chain Breakers is not just about sharing the news and sharing some alpha on what's going on with these projects, but like, how do we take this to the next level? How do we continue to innovate and build out the value of this intellectual property they're building? Every single person here that has a giraffe has an opportunity to build the brand of that giraffe that they bought. You might have one giraffe that you just love more than all the other ones that you have. Maybe you only have one giraffe, and this is a way for you to build up your liquidity and make some money. You can start a media agency, a newsletter, a digital product, a physical product, a freaking trade show. You know, like you could do an event. I mean, there's so much that you can do. A networking group. Like, Start something with your giraffes, build something off of it. So start a social media page, start a meme page. Like, you're going to have AI autonomous trading tools here very soon that I'm building, that Gary's building, and you're going to have AI autonomous a meme machine. We're going to be calling it. You're going to have this autonomous meme machine that will meme while you sleep. So you can build a social media brand and just do social media 24/7, and you can get paid and use your giraffe as the character that you're building that on. So there's so much. Great idea on the giraffe juice. Looks great. There's so much that you can do with your giraffes. This is your IP. This is your, like, this giraffe right here. This is my girl. This is what's her name? This is Trailblazer. So you have a great opportunity here to leverage your giraffe and to make some money. And build up your bag and have some fun with it. It doesn't have to be a product. It can be a digital product or a social media brand or social media profile, whatever. There are people that build up social media profiles and sell them all the time. You could pair your NFT with the profile and say, hey, I built up this profile to 100,000 followers and I'm selling it with my giraffe that's worth 50 Solana. So I want 100 grand for this profile and this giraffe. And you could build this thing up. So can't wait to buy one in here in Austin. That's right. Let's go. I have all the hookups. There's a company called NorCal Beverage just down the street from me. So I can definitely make this actually happen. Just need a little more liquidity. Buy more Stacker, baby. Come on. Not that I make any money from Stacker, but let's jump over to the last thing I wanted to share, which is this right here. This is a little treat for you guys, kind of little mini announcement. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but we are creating a new program for the meme militia that's going to be starting. I'm probably going to have it ready to launch on Friday, but it's called Operation Creator Uprising. And this is just a little bit of background, positioning statement. Skill Stacker isn't just a platform, it's a war machine for creators. We arm our community with a war chest of AI tools, meme marketing firepower, and Stacker token to dominate the digital battlefield, whether you're a solo soldier or leading a swarm. You don't just learn, you earn, you conquer. This is the new way to build wealth, influence, and freedom. No gatekeepers, no middleman, no permission, right, Gary? Just digital warriors on a mission. The campaign framework is the Operation Creator Uprising, the campaign in your name. You can see here the theme takes 4 to 6 weeks to deploy. I've been doing this for a while now. Active, so the core objective, activate Skill Stacker community to take territory, attention, reach, and revenue by using their Stacker-powered war chest. Mission briefings, weekly live streams or spaces revealing new strategies, meme swarm targets, AI tools, training updates. War chest unlocks timed access to tools, templates, and vault content tied to Stacker holding or NFT tiers, right? Soldiers 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 5 with the king and the queen. Swarm deployments, coordinated meme drops or short form campaign targeting specific topics or influencers, like I just did the other day with the pingus, the little pudgy penguins or whatever those are, with bounties for viral reach. I give a bounty for having a viral reach. So if you're somebody like Gary, where you make one post and you get crazy reach, you would get a bounty for that. Command post access, private Zooms or Discord channels for top contributors and meme militia leaders. Supply drops, surprise token airdrops, NFT mints, and whitelist access for participants who are completing campaign tasks. The victory leaderboard. I'm going to have a leaderboard that'll be blasted across the Stacker website with real-time tracking of the top soldiers, top commanders, top kings, top queens, whatever you are. And there's going to be payouts and bonuses for that as well. Referrals, content views, and think about the affiliate revenue that's going to be generated and money that you're going to be able to make. I have affiliate campaigns for all of this stuff that you're going to be able to make revenue on. So it's not revenue sharing, but it's affiliate marketing. So this will be some of the announcements. There's some of the copy that I wrote for it. I have a video campaign that I'm building out with AI right now that's going to blow people's minds. But I wanted to show you guys that because this is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge what we're doing here. I don't think anybody else is doing it on this level. Not that I've seen yet with the amount of tools and tech that we're building out. And then if I showed you guys, here we go. This is about to get launched. We just finished paying for our audit. Everything was clear. Everything was a go. There was a couple little minor modifications, but we are going to be launching this week the Skill Stacker website with our magic. This will not say staking. This will be changed up, but we're going to have all kinds of some improvements and changes here. Just made those final payments yesterday, and we're going to have a pretty amazing Skill Stacker website. You can see here, the site is freaking dope. Look how clean this is. It's animated. You're going to be able to see the rug check protocol. Our wallet address is right there, verifying the lock supply, everything that I have going on here. all the different stuff. This is a beautiful site. My team did an amazing job along with our chart and where we're charting right now. So it's freaking super baller. And you'll be able to buy the coin. We'll list, it goes right here to Radium right now, but we're going to be able to list this. And it's going to be pretty amazing. So that's all the updates I got for you today. There was more I wanted to share, but for now, we're going to go over to the giveaways and we're going to do some giveaways. So let me go pull open the wheel. Danny's not here, so I'm just going to call it a wheel. It's not as fun when he's not here. We miss you, Danny. Let's see here. Let me check the chat. I'm just going to check this real quick. Let's see here. Woohoo. Love that. I'll take a case when they drop. Let's go. Looks clean. All right. So let's see here. Let me pull up on the wheel. I got the wheel open now. Which one do I have open? There we go. Okay. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm probably going to stick a meme militia back on the wheel here. So let me do this. I'll take this one, meme militia NFT. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to save this as day. You guys can't see it yet, but day 23. All right. And so we're going to come in here and hit share now. And there we go. Chain breakers. Let's do it. All right. So now we are here. I will probably not have enough time because I got to get my daughter to school to go through everybody, but I will make sure I do all the spins offline. Let me go back to Stacker and let me look how many buys there were in the last 24 hours. We actually had a couple, whoops, STKR. There we go. We had a couple sells as well, but let me come back in here. Let's see here. So before the stream happens, I have the time on here. We had, let's see here. I'm pulling this up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, looks like 20, 21. We got 21 here. What time was that? Oh, it was 11:28. Sorry, 22. I didn't go far enough back. 22. There was a lot of buys yesterday, actually. And looks like we have 25. Holy crap. We have 25 spins that I got to do. So what I want to do, just on the stream here, because we only have 8 minutes, is I'm going to get the biggest buys that purchased since yesterday. So let's see here. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So I'm going to get the biggest ones. That was right after the stream. Okay, this was the first one after the stream was 11:27. So I'm going to track the biggest purchase yesterday, the biggest ones, and we're going to go with those first. So CG5E1, let me just write that down here. CG5E1. We got, that was only $2.97. Then we had one here for $5.9. It was $2.97. Okay, I'm going to put that price here, $2.97. And then we have another buy here for $5.94, which was 25 ZPA. And that was what was that? $5.94. And then you have a nice one here for $10, but that's actually me. Let's see here. And then I know bar. Oh, here's one. Here's a big one. We got 94QUF. That one was for $48 or $43. And then you have, let's see, $17, 67BAX for $17. You got another one for $5. I'm going to try to figure. There's $18 for AXVDY. And then, wow, they bought a lot yesterday, AXVDY. And then 9, that was 18. And then you got 9. There's another one right here. Where's that big one at? I just saw it. UXG1. 9UXG1 made a $34 purchase. So we got 34 and 48. I'll probably have time to do those with the last 5-6 minutes we got. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any big buys. 23 from BZIV4. That's 23. So those are like the top 3 right there. And then let's see if there's any bigger ones than that. Nope, that was it. So Well, I'm going to go with 48, 34, and 23 to start with, since those are the three biggest buys. 48 was 94QUF. 94QUF. I'm going to go ahead and open up their wallet right now, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go over to Magic Eden. Here we go. And I'll come over here. You guys can't see me doing this, but I'm going to go ahead and come on. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a wallet, open it up, and I'll just swap that wallet out. I want to see how many spins they get. So I want to make sure that I do this the right way. So hang with me here. There we go. Okay. 94QUX. Oh, man, they got some really... Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, ha! Yikes. Okay. Well, that was me. So I guess I made the biggest buy yesterday. I didn't know that was my wallet address. QUF, I mean, not X. So that was me. So the next one then is 9UXG1. So let me go back. That's hilarious how that worked out. I didn't realize I made the biggest buy yesterday. Doesn't surprise me though. Here we go. So the next person here was 34, 9UXG1. That was definitely not me. That was funny. Let me copy that in here. I am such a screw up. All right. That's why I can't hold a job anywhere. Okay, this one here. Oh, I recognize this giraffe. They have a commander, so they're going to get 4 spins. So let's go ahead and spin for them. Here we go. Now we'll make sure you get all of the rest of the spins today. I promise. There's going to be some spaces. I got War Chest Wednesday happening today. Hopefully you set a reminder for that. 10K. I got War Chest Wednesday, which is our space today at 1 p.m. And then we have a space right after that with our fam at Unify. Okay, spin 2. Here we go. We're doing a space right after that at 2:30. This is California time. Ooh, you almost got a meme militia. 1K. Okay, spin 3. Those meme militia are very expensive now. Another 1K. And then last spin for you here. Let's see if you end up winning this. There's 100K on the wheel, 50K on the wheel, 25K on the wheel, meme militia on the wheel, canvas on the wheel. What are you guys doing if you're not buying Skill Stacker right now? Come on. And 10K. Nice. There we go. And then I got time for one more. The next biggest buy was BZ1V4. Let me go grab that wallet. BZ1V4. Thankfully, let's see here, because I rambled and rambled and rambled. I didn't get time to do everybody's. Sorry about that. Okay. Kind of not sorry, though, because I had a lot to share. All right, here we go. I always have a lot to share. All right, here we go. Nope, they have no meme militia, so they'll just get a single spin. All right, so BZ1V4. Here we go. Here's your spin. Here's your spin. Oh, snap. You just officially got yourself a meme militia. BZ1V4. Meme militia. Nice. I didn't think that was going to happen, but there you go. You got yourself a meme militia. Congratulations. If you go look right now on Magic Eden, let me show you this. I'm going to share my tab. Check this out. If you go look on Magic Eden right now, a soldier, the cheapest soldier you can get is $186.19. $186.19. I just gave that away for free. So thank God for Lazy Man, because I had basically none left to be able to give for free. So yeah, that's freaking awesome. And let me see here. Since we have one more minute here, I'm going to go back and share this tab. Let me split the screen. Here we go. I'm going to spin for, let's see here. The next biggest buy was AXVDY. So I'm going to go do that real quick. AXVDY, where are you at? AXVDY, here you go. Copy. I got your wallet. I'm going to paste this in here. One more minute left. Let's see what they got in their wallet real quick. Usually Danny's got this all done for me. But let's see. He's not here, so I'm doing this. AXVDY. And do they have a meme militia? Meme militia. Oh my God, I heard a little bunny over there. Oh, they have 2 meme militia. They have a knight, so they are going to get 3 spins. All right, here we go. All right, 3 spins. Ready? Here we go. First one. First spin, 10K. All right. Second spin. Is also 10K. Ooh, 2 10Ks. Yeah, Bunny says, ooh, 2 10Ks. And the third spin, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? And another 10K. There you go. 30,000 skill stacker for you, my friend. AXBBY. Thank you so much. The rest of you guys, I promise I'll get your spins in today. I don't ever fail on that. If for some reason you ever have an issue, you don't get your reward. If I miss something or have a brain fart, which I do a lot, just message me. It's not a big deal. I'll make sure you get it, but I'm going to spin for everybody later today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Sorry, Danny wasn't here. I know it's not as fun and entertaining when we don't have the two of us, but I appreciate you guys. Why he win a meme militia? Because he was the biggest buy and he got in on the wheel first. So I'm going to start prioritizing the biggest buys on the wheel. So if you guys want to get first position on the wheel when I spin, buy more. The smallest ones, I'm gonna start doing a preference where the biggest buys go first. So and meme militia go first. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you all. I'll make sure I get your spins in today, and I'll see you guys later in spaces. God bless and keep looking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.